Hi guys, welcome to iNetwork 365, and in this video I'll be showing you how to install Windows Server 2019. So in Windows Server 2019 you can see there are two versions, one is standard and one is data center. So you can see that in the table I have listed out the main difference between standard and data center. Okay, so let's get back to the installation part. So in here you can see that I'm running Windows 7 2012, and by default it has selected United States, so which I'm not going to change it, but if you want you can change according to your region if needed. So from here I'll click next. I'll click install now. Okay, so in this part you can find there is standard evaluation. So one is within the bracket, it's desktop experience, which is similar to Windows 10 where you can see your control panel, desktop, everything. But the one which is without the desktop experience is just the command prompt itself. So same thing applies to data center as well. But here I'm going to install standard edition. So I'll select the second option and click next. So accept the license agreement. Click next. So here you can see there are two steps. The first step, for example, if you have Windows Server 2016 and if you want to upgrade to 2019, you can select the first step. So here I'm going to install a new version operating system for this server. So I'll be selecting custom. That my partition is not created. So if you want, you can create a partition. So if you want to create a partition, click on new and give the amount of space you need to install the operating system. So I'll just give like 100 GB. Click apply. Okay. And my second partition is going to be 29 GB. Okay. So in this partition I'm going to install my Windows. So I'm going to select the second one and click next. So now you can see the installation has started. Okay, now the installation is finished and you can see by default the username is administrator. So here you have to enter password. So make sure your password there is alphabetic, numeric and symbols. So here I'm going to enter the password for this server. So make sure you re-enter the same password again and click finish. After assigning the password, so now you will see your login screen. So make sure you type your password to login. After the installation, you can see Server Manager dashboard is open. So in here, if you want to add some roles, I'll just show you. So click on here, click next, next. and here you can see there are some roles which you can install, such as DNS, DHCP, Active Directory, remote services. So all these things you can install through the server manager dashboard. Okay. So make sure after the installation, the first step, always give assign a computer name. So in here you can see, like if I click on this Explorer, right click on this PC, and if I go to properties, you will find that by default it has generated a computer name. So make sure you give a computer name. So here I'm going to give the computer name as PDC. So I'll give PDC survey. So I'll just leave the default settings here and I'll click OK, OK, and OK. So it will ask to restart the computer. So make sure you restart the computer. So I'm not going to restart here. I'll click restart later. And the other thing, after giving the computer name, make sure you assign IP address. But here you can see that I don't have internet because I have not connected any internet settings for this virtual machines. So you can see I don't have any internet connection over here. But I will show you how to assign IP address. So make sure you right click on this Ethernet and go to properties. And you can see by default there is some settings already selected. So make sure you double click on Internet Protocol version 4. Double click on this. And here by default it has selected obtain an IP address automatically. So make sure you give IP address. So here I'm just going to assign an IP address 192.168.100 dot, say 200, and the default gateway, which is your router's IP address. So this thing I will just leave it as blank and I'll click OK and OK. So now I'll restart the server. Okay, I have restarted the server, so now I'm going to type the password and login. So if I click my Explorer over here, and if I right click on this PC and properties, here you can see the computer name has changed. So always make sure that after the installation you change your computer name and the IP address as well. Okay guys, so that's all about this video and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And please make sure that you follow the same steps for the installation and changing the computer name as well. And that's all, and please subscribe, share and like my video, and see you later.